Elon Musk and Tesla are planning to build 100 gigawatts of solar manufacturing capacity in the US. If that works, that means that we're about to make way more solar in the US, but there's a couple things in the way of pulling it off. So let's get into today's story. Earlier this year, Elon Musk set an aggressive goal for Tesla and SpaceX to build 100 gigawatts of annual solar manufacturing capacity in the United States within the next 3 years. The plan's moving forward, but there's a lot to overcome. To put this into perspective, the entire U.S. solar industry added 43.2 gigawatts of capacity in 2025, and America's largest domestic manufacturer, First Solar, projects to add 18 gigawatts of capacity by 2027. So this means that if Tesla's plan is successful, they would more than double the entire country's domestic solar manufacturing capacity. The center of their planned expansion is a massive new factory, which is under development in Brookshire, Texas, right next to Tesla's existing Megapack megafactory. Here's where this gets really interesting. Normally, solar panels that are, quote, manufactured in the US are actually just assembled in the US. Making a solar panel is a multi-step process that starts with raw polysilicon that's then turned into ingots, wafers, solar cells, and then finally put together into a finished solar module. Because building solar cell manufacturing lines requires gigantic capital investments, highly specialized clean room environments, and complex chemical processing, U.S. companies don't generally manufacture all the components. Instead, they import ready-made photovoltaic cells, which are overwhelmingly made by Chinese manufacturers or their subsidiaries in Southeast Asia, and then they perform only the final mechanical assembly in America. This final stage involves soldering the imported cells together, sealing them between protective glass and a backsheet, and framing them in aluminum. Tesla is designing this factory to be completely vertically integrated, which means that the process will include ingot growth and wafer slicing, photovoltaic cell production, and finished module and panel assembly. While the surging electricity demand from AI data centers and electrification makes this timing perfect, there are a few logistical issues that they must overcome, like the supply chain and sourcing. Tesla is reportedly spending $3 billion to purchase cell manufacturing equipment from top Chinese suppliers. But there are risks, including U.S. Section 232 tariffs on raw materials like polysilicon and potential Chinese export restrictions on solar technology. Operating 100 gigawatts of shared cell and module manufacturing will also require up to 1,200 megawatts of power. Now, the industrial transformer market faces 2-year wait times. That just means that in order to get enough power to power a factory of this size, they will need gigantic transformers. Tesla hopes to bypass this by manufacturing their own transformers in their adjacent factory. There's also space and labor constraints. This is going to be a 43 million square foot factory, 4 times the size of Tesla's Gigafactory in Texas, and will require at least 22,000 workers. And I mean, hey, that's more jobs than a data center. Hitting 100 gigawatts by 2028 is highly improbable, but Elon Musk is famous for convincing investors he can do the impossible and then finding ways to pull it off. If Tesla successfully executes even a third of this plan in the next 3 years, they will be a dominant force in the American solar energy market. By manufacturing the panels, the inverters, the home batteries, and the utility scale storage, which is their Megapack product, Tesla could offer home and business owners a domestically manufactured solar energy system in a box that doesn't need any non-Tesla components, which would also make certain solar energy systems even more cost-effective for anyone who invests in a solar energy system with a reputable, locally owned company like Exact Solar. Thank you for tuning in today. As always, I'm Aaron Nichols, the host of This Week in Solar and the research and policy specialist here at Exact Solar in Newtown, Pennsylvania. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please give us a like on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It helps us grow. Leave us a rating, tell people you enjoyed it, and we will see you next week.